Hi dear signs of Virgo, this is Kim with your next 48-hour reading, and I hope that you're doing really well tonight. This is going to be a quick one tonight, only because I want to have all the videos come out at the same time. At the same time, I would love to have had them all out earlier, so I apologize for the lateness, but let's get into this, asking your spirit guides and your angels to join us, as these messages are made to resonate for your highest good. Using the journey of the sacred bee. Oh, I have the world on the bottom. Huge completions. Usually we have the world. One door closes, one door opens. And that's exactly what it's about. It's also about having something that's a little bit more high vibe than maybe what you're used to. Knowing what that is so that you can make big moves, and then putting in the effort looks like the main message here so far. There is some worry because of this feeling of not wanting something to change. Goodness. What is going on? Why is this going on? All right, so something was the beginning here in the past with the journey or the full energy. The underlying energy is that there is a completion occurring. I feel like you're making big moves regarding commitments or switching up your commitments, because the Four of Wands is in the reverse as a challenge. Maybe moving, period, is a challenge. The Seven of Wands being in the reverse as the issue is that it's not very clear to you yet of what you really want or who you really want, right? So there is a lot of cooperation or effort that at this moment, at the heart of the matter, doesn't feel like it's there. And I don't know whether that's on your side or somebody else's, but laying down the groundwork and giving a little bit more effort is going to be key here. So the Nine of Swords is your crowning energy. That could be, it could be indicating having some sleep issues, or having issues where you're really wanting to change or affect something, but your hands are tied as to what you can do at this moment. At the moment, you're just waiting on something with the Seven of Discs, and you're being patient. The Two of Discs is the reverse. Like I said, this is how you're feeling, and it could be like kind of some resistance to change, or feeling like you're not very sure about a decision. The Emperor in reverse is that same type of energy here in the future as that crowning energy, meaning that there has to be a strategy or plan made. I feel like that will help clear up whatever this whole thing's about, as sitting down and making a goal for the future or something like that, some kind of planning. The Tower is the hope or fear. Of course, it could be just initiated Tower, that like self-initiated. Could be something like where we want something to change drastically so that it does turn us into the right direction. The Devil in reverse with the Five of Cups. This could be about really somebody dealing with their addictions and vices, and you could have some disappointment or resentment in your heart, or just in the energy over what somebody did or what somebody didn't do, maybe regarding addictions and vices, but I feel like you're letting go of those. The past is just, it feels like that's just the past that you're still possibly clinging onto with the Five of Cups. So tell me about this energy of how you feel with the Two of Discs. Oh, you feel like somebody overdid it, over partied, overdid something with, or there was some kind of friend that made us, you feel like maybe a friend talked bad about you, something like that, something to do, and it might have to do with influence. So look, there may be disappointment regarding kind of some kind of peer pressure or influence. Yeah. So changing your friends might be something that is like resistant to, but it necessarily is, I mean, it might be what's necessary to let go of some kind of addictions or vices just to not be around them. Tell me about the Seven of Wands in the reverse. How do you know what you want? King of Wands. Be inspirational to yourself here. Remember what you started out with as far as the goals that you had in your mind about things that you want to create. And how can you be inspiring to others? And I think it's meaning that. So tell us about what the patience is. Patience. Oh, letting go of possibly a third-party situation. But so, yeah, I mean, because a fresh new start is needed normally when you feel like this way towards whatever group this is or whatever person hurt you. Nine of Swords, the way that can be handled is just thinking more positively. Serenity prayer about, changing what you can, and then kind of releasing what you can't. The Emperor here in reverse. Somebody might be dealing with authority or dealing with the authorities because of the Five of Cups, feeling some kind of disappointment here in possibly them. Ooh, but you got your Ten of Pentacles coming too. Wow. That is ultimately what you want, and I think it's saying if you want that, you're going to have to change something with this Three of Cups in the reverse. So something with this association or friends or something like that. Major change before your Ten of Pentacles come in. And there's the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. So sudden change can happen when you're maybe independent, self-reliant, entrepreneurship. It could lead to some really great wealth here. So that is good. Tell me about the Devil in reverse and the Five of Cups. Plans. It's saying that to plan and visualize yourself being free from these negative necessarily, not negative, but not so great attachments to things that are toxic, being open to more possibilities and planning for your success instead of any kind of failure, and getting out of the games and the pettiness and the arguing with that Five of Wands energy. So like I said, this was just a really quick one, Virgos. I will have a longer reading for you next time. The angel messages. Communicate clearly. Communicate clearly is what I've got. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.